So, my original plan was that I was going to have this be its own dedicated one-off stream outside of usual schedule, but I've been running into a lot of issues. Yes. Yes, Sage covering Sage. Unofficially this time, because I don't know what happened. Like, I made sure to give my email a month before the start of the expo and times in which I was going to be available, and they never got back to me. So I wasn't dedicated programming this year. Shame, but hey. People were pretty receptive last year toward my Zero Spotlight idea, and I figured I'd continue running that for the foreseeable future. Just whenever Sage rolls around, if I'm part of dedicated programming, I'll always do the Zero Spotlight stream, where we're specifically going to avoid focusing on the titles that were the more popular ones within the year. Anytime I'm not, then yay, that means y'all get a little more focus on some of these titles, maybe even a little more, a few more titles, period, that we get to look at on stream. My usual runtime rule is give it 20 to 30 minutes. If I'm liking what I'm playing, then it can go for that full time, but I want to at least hit 8 titles. But for those unfamiliar, Tannakamura. My name is Sage Blake. I'm a wanderer, storyteller, artist of Azure, and welcome to what's going to be the unofficial Sage after 2022. Next official stream isn't in 5 hours. Good to know! So that means I cut right under the wire. I also haven't advertised this on the dedicated Discord, the Sage Discord, which is a shame. But I'm pressed for time, honestly. Maybe, yeah. So in that case, I'll see about trying to set that up. I'm not sure where, though. Probably... Definitely on the showcase, definitely on the dev. There's, like, no dedicated promo area, so... I guess I'll just mention it in the general. There we go, plugged into the general. But anyway, for those unfamiliar, the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo is a yearly event. It's been happening since before I was born, I believe. It's a dedicated festival, so to speak, to celebrate people's indie projects, really. And not just indie game projects, but also fan games. It originally started with Sonic fan games and gradually expanded to other types of fan games too, ranging from just Sega titles across the board to... And I figure we should probably start with this one, if I can figure out where I've saved it. God damn. Because there was one in particular that I noticed on the list that kind of caught me at left field. There's where it was. And I'm kind of curious to see about the execution on this one. There we go. Ah! Why? Rude! Ah, okay, I can't do that one. Shame. This is the one part of this is the one part of after coverage that I don't miss. The flailing. Evidently, I need to own Acceleration of Suguri the Key Edition in order to try Gamma Edition. Shame. So in that case... Ah! The hell? Redacted! Hello! Welcome to Synapse! We host all types of wanderers here, yourself included. Kinda surprised me there. But yeah, this is, so you're aware, extra after coverage for the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo, which is finishing today, actually. It's an event that happens every year, lasts 7 days, Friday to Friday, and it's usually around the Labor Day weekend. Alright. Let's see if I can actually capture this window. So far, yeah. Got up at a reasonable time. Take down the volume on that, just in case, so you don't blow out your eardrums. Got up at a reasonable time, had some nice coffee. There we go. That should be it, I think. And if this shows up, then we're all set, hopefully. Yep, it is. So, this is Cosmo Vulpes. Tongue. If I remember correctly, this is a 3D platformer. And it's more than a little bit unoptimized. Expect that, unfortunately, because that's kind of a standard for a lot of entries within Sage, period. These being amateur projects, the optimization is going to be all over the place. From surprisingly competent to, oh god, my computer, my eyes. And you never know what you're gonna get until you get it. Now, how do I actually confirm it on low this one? Can use the energy gears you collect to buy parts, give you various gadgets. Energy gears charge up jetpack energy. Voltech to this place on top of the ruins. Okay, so it's starting to feel a little Super Mario 64. Standard double jump. Claw attack. Okay. And I might need to tick this down one more setting. Why is it still at Ultra? It should be at very low. Maybe I'd need to restart the entire game for that? That's a little funky. Yeah, we'll make it work. Amber Prize. Nice name. Find 3-star pieces, get a Voltech. Okay. Star pieces are gems that are collected by experts, considerably difficult to find. They look like that. Alright. So, find the things. Whoop, back. Decent flow of combat. There we go. And there is a dash. Good. Ah! Wasn't paying attention to my health, I guess. Alright, now it's starting to run at least a little bit better, but it's because I've been picking up shit along the way. Thus, giving the game less to focus on with rendering. Provided I'm diligent, we can accelerate this a little bit. Whee! Very flowing jump. Not sure what that is. Maybe I could blow it up. Mental images of just seeing people tormented by a cat being like, "Wowee, nice!" Almost. I can kind of see the resemblance to Risk of Rain 2 on this one. Okay, my aim is terrible. Like, something about the graphics does scream generic Unity, but to credit, these are... Ah! Screw it. These are all pretty much amateur projects, either a person's first time or second time making a game, or even third time making a game. In many cases, they may be using pre-made assets to do so. But in other cases, it is also projects that hope to be actual things to buy. Games like Freedom Planet actually originally debuted within Sage, for example. I know a few other projects too. I regularly plug Shieldcat and Havoc Fox, specifically because they're games that you will be able to buy in the coming future. If I remember correctly, Shieldcat is hoping to release later winter 2023, and Havoc Fox 2024. You can really get going. Whoop. Better. I kinda like covering Sage, because you never know what you can find. A la Forrest Gump, it's like a box of chocolates. You can find some pretty nice ones in here. Nice filled chocolates with some good jam. You could also find ones filled with nuts. Or mocha. Take your pick. That is a really fast attack. It reminds me of Freedom Planet Carol. And I do like playing Carol. I wonder if I can use the bomb on these things. Let's give it a shot. Answer. Whoop. Ah, butts. Evidently, I have a bad habit of not watching my health. Ow! Lemon! Hello! 200 entries? Yeah, that sounds about right. Also sounds a little lesser than last year, maybe? I might be wrong on that one. Whoop. Oh yeah, getting too close to that thing does actually hurt me. That's a little, frustrating. I guess I need to be a little early on the swing. Whoop. That's 1, 2. I think that's a checkpoint? Time challenge. Test if you're fast enough. Reach the goal before time ends. Sure, let's give it a shot. I didn't see where the goal was, but I can figure it out. Whee! Nope! Okay, that is a checkpoint. I don't... No, it wasn't a checkpoint. What was it, then? Guess I'm not making that time challenge. Oh, well. I can at least pick up a few things. Reduce the, lag a bit. Yeah. I do like this music. Very funky and techno. Okay, bomb does work on those big guys. Good to know. Eat this! Donk. Chew that. I'm starting to get the feel of this. It's got some really nice momentum to it. It is a bit slippery, though. No. So who likes emerald hunting missions in Sonic Adventure? Because that's giving off some Sonic Adventure vibes. Oh dear. Now, in which direction is it accelerating? Not in that one. Chew you. That's getting a little closer. Come on. There it is. So now, how do I pick it up? Oh, just slice it. Okay. Pretty simple. True. It could be worse. There could be no radar whatsoever, which would make it a needle in a haystack. I remember at least 1 or 2 titles from last year being guilty of that. Figured out a bomb jump. Now, poo. Ah! Jerk. Chew on that. I'm pretty sure this is not how you're supposed to do this, but hey, I like breaking things. Boing. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get there like that. Maybe that thing? The fan. There we go. Yeah, I think that hurt me. I think one of the bigger issues that I'm running into is a lack of force feedback. I don't exactly recognize when I've gotten hit until I've gotten hit. And even then, it takes a bit to recognize that. A sound effect to notify us that we are getting hit, maybe a reaction from the character, some knockback. That would help a lot. Whoop. Case in point right there. I took damage by getting hit by that enemy with the saw blade. I knew it was going to hurt me, but I didn't actually recognize... Usually, I don't actually recognize that I'm getting hit by it first. Ah! Which leads to situations like this, where I spontaneously combust. Actually, moment to mention all this. And I'm amused that I'm actually paying mention to this. Apparently, Sakurai, you know, Smash Bros. Sakurai. He's been doing a whole bunch of YouTube videos lately. Has his own dedicated YouTube channel now. Specifically to explain some of the nuances and skills that go into game design on the whole. One of the first ones that he actually went out of his way to explain was hit stop. Honestly, he does have a point in that one. Like, stopping the action, specifically in the moment that you get hit, is a nice way of explaining to the player, yeah, you made a mistake. This is enough time so you can process what that mistake is, and then correct it. Whoop. I think I can make that. Barely. Almost. I think I did make it. Excuse? Oh, a tool. Okay, that makes a little more sense. That makes a little more sense. Nope! Damn it. Guess we're dying. Good to know, though. A bunch of selectable tools. So I guess it's like a hybrid... Maybe it's trying to do a little of Ratchet and Clank. Considering the multiple tools and everything. All it's missing, really, is the guns. I'm kidding. And again, I understand that I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons, and a lot of those comparisons are going to be unfair. But at the same rate, I'm mostly trying to explain what I'm playing and seeing, if that makes sense, in a manner that it's a little easier to digest. So, as a result, Ratchet and Clank. Because we got the double jump, we got the jet jump. Multiple different tools that you can use. Several objectives that you can clear in a single map. It screams a lot of Ratchet and Clank. Because Ratchet and Clank ends up doing some of the same things within its series. I think another item I can mention. And I'm not sure... Okay, I think the mouse might be responsible for this. If a controller is plugged into the game, then it might need to auto-kill the mouse. Because what I'm noticing is, simply because I've had the mouse accidentally select a tool, I can move around the right stick as necessary to pick a tool, but it's immediately going to snap to the last tool that the mouse selected. So it kind of leads me to having to pin in a direction to select the tool, then let go of the tool button. Which leads to a whole lot of camera jittering. A little bit clunky. Collect some of those. I at least want to get one Voltech. Ow. Whoa. It's getting really laggy up here. That means there's a lot of resources that should probably need to be culled in the background. But the creators are probably already aware of that, and will work on that in the future. Again, these are indie projects. These are amateur indie projects. Expecting an amateur indie project to play like a AA or even a AAA title, or even a standard indie project nowadays, is a full-blown indie project from, say, Devolver, which I honestly consider is like single A almost. It's expecting too much. But even still, I'm enjoying what I'm playing. This is really free-flowing and interesting. Such, if you ever want to try any of these projects I'm going to be demoing here yourself, then the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo site is always active. I should have drafted a command, actually, so I could properly have a link to that. No, it would take too long to make it while we're switching titles. What? Yeah. There we go. Thanks, Daniel. Though, looking at the time, we should probably switch titles. Yep, sageexpo.org.